Hi everybody. If you're working on this presentation, the first thing you're going to do is start by downloading the image and saving this to your folder. So to do that, if I click on this, you should go to this image. It's called Dust and Scratches, and it's a scan negative shot by one of my former students. So I'm going to go ahead and hit download, and when I do that, you'll see in the lower left-hand corner, the image Dust and Scratches should show up. Mine has a 1 by it because I guess I downloaded it once before. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Show in Finder, and there it is. Now, the best and easiest way to save this to your desktop, I'll show you, is if you've created a photo. Well, I've got a really busy desktop here. If you've created a Photo 1 folder on your desktop, you can just drag it in there. If you haven't, let me show you how to do that. You just go up to Finder, and if you don't have Finder up here, you click on your desktop until you see the word Finder. Go to File, New Finder window, and then make sure you're on Desktop right there. Go to the little gear, say New Folder, and I'll say Photo. I got a lot of things, so Photo 1, and in this case I'll say Term 3. You don't have to necessarily do that. Okay. And so now I have this folder on my desktop, and I'm in Photo 1 Term 3, and I want to move what I have that's in the Downloads folder in there, and all I have to do really is just grab it and drag it. There it is. Now to open it in Photoshop, let me show you a trick. If you click on it, it's going to open it in Preview, which unfortunately we do not want. So let me show you an easy way. Hold down the Control key on your keyboard, click on the image, and then go to Open With, and then go to Adobe Photoshop CS6. Now obviously if this is your first time using it, it's going to take some time to open it, and you can see it's bouncing up and down there, and it's like, woohoo, look at me, I'm open. So there it is, Photoshop. So there's my image, and a couple things before we get started. If you remember, or if I haven't told you yet, if you hold the Command plus key, you can zoom in. Command minus zooms out, and if you're zoomed in, watch this, if you hold down the space bar, you can move around. So obviously you can see that there's a lot of stuff going on in this image. There's a lot of like little dust and scratches. So I want to show you how to clean all that up on this image, so you can use the same information to clean up your images on your own, and also how to adjust all the brightness and contrast. So before I do all that, I'm going to save this. So save file, save as. So currently it's called Dust and Scratches, and I think because we're going to hand these back in, I'm going to call this Dust and Scratches Silver, and I'm going to, under Format, and this is very important, and by the way, if yours looks like this, you can just extend it, but I'm going to go down to Under Format and change this to a Photoshop document. So it should say PSD at the end of it. If you just type that in, if you have a JPEG and you type it in, that will not work. It'll corrupt your file. So make sure that you instead just change the format to Photoshop and hit Save. Okay, so that's the first part, is just downloading and saving the file, and now I want to show you in the next video how to actually start playing with this and messing with it and improving the image quality and doing all kinds of fun stuff to your file.